Many friends have asked me to talk about the background of this movie. Next, I will organize the sources of inspiration for this film. A tragic incident occurred in a family of 6 in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, resulting in 1 death and 5 injuries in the family. First, let's talk about horror movies. Personally, I don't particularly like them, not because I'm scared, but because I'm somewhat uncomfortable with those sudden shock scenes. Nevertheless, these movies can indeed elicit strong reactions from the audience, and the endings are often thought-provoking. Therefore, I deliberately watched this movie and found that it does indeed try to resonate with the audience. Of course, the director's intention may be to make the audience empathize, but we should not pay too much attention, just like many people in other times. Some people believe that watching horror movies or listening to horror stories will attract negative energy, leading to unfortunate events. I am skeptical about this. Just as watching romantic dramas all day does not make you meet the ideal partner, or watching sports games all day does not make you an athlete. The fictional characters we often discuss cannot be met in real life. Therefore, whether it is movies, videos, or text, we are just onlookers. They may bring us joy, anger, or sadness, but they will not really affect our lives unless we are too involved. Okay, back to the topic, let's talk about the inspiration for this movie. On April 10, 2005, a doctor at Kaohsiung Medical College found a woman at the hospital entrance and confirmed after examination that the woman was dead. The hospital then called the police, and the police, with the assistance of the doctor, conducted a preliminary examination of the body and found that the woman had been dead for about 12 hours, with many dense punctate burns on her body. Preliminary speculation was that it was caused by some kind of ritual. What's more confusing is that there were many unusual marks on the woman's body. The police immediately launched an investigation and confirmed the identity of the woman. Her name was Wu Fengwan, 28 years old, unmarried, the eldest daughter in the family, and there were 2 sisters, a brother and a younger sister at home. After 2 days of effort, the police finally found the other members of the Wu family. At this time, Wu Fengwan had been dead for 4 days, but the family still insisted that she was not dead until they saw her body, but that some kind of power on her was at work. Through further investigation, the truth of the case gradually emerged. The Wu family is an ordinary family in Taiwan, and they have a deep belief. There has been a statue enshrined in the house for many years. At the end of January 2005, under the guidance of a mentor, the 4th sister changed the statue in the house to another one. One day in early February, the 4th sister claimed to have received some kind of revelation and predicted that the eldest sister, Wu Fengwan, would face misfortune. This phenomenon is similar to some mysterious experiences in certain cultures. Because the Wu family firmly believes in these phenomena, the mother was very worried and brought Wu Fengwan back home. Originally thought that the family's belief could protect her, but Wu Fengwan suddenly had a nightmare in the middle of the night one day, and the experience in the dream made her feel extremely uneasy after waking up. The Wu family was very worried about this, fearing that the prophecy would come true. Subsequently, Wu Fengwan would experience the same nightmare every night, and this situation continued until the beginning of March before it improved. Wu Fengwan thought she had escaped the disaster and was ready to go back to work, but suddenly her behavior became abnormal. She claimed to have received some kind of revelation and began to self-harm. The family was very confused about this and thought her behavior was influenced by some negative factors. So they decided to send Wu Fengwan to the mountain for meditation, hoping she could regain calmness. But things didn't go as expected, and Wu Fengjuan's condition did not improve. After returning home, she still needed to be controlled. So the Wu family decided to invite a mentor to help Wu Fengwan. However, when a famous mentor came to the Wu family, he immediately felt unusual and said that the family was affected by some unusual influence. Nevertheless, he decided to help the family. That night, the whole family went through some kind of ritual. Although it is not clear whether this was really effective, Wu Fengjuan's condition improved that night, and she slept quietly. The family also finally had a good sleep. However, something unexpected happened the next morning. First, Wu's father suddenly jumped out of bed, claiming to have received some kind of revelation. Then, Wu's mother also claimed to have received a revelation. Other members of the family also claimed to have received different revelations. Although they claimed to be different deities, their relationship was not harmonious, and even disputes occurred. In the end, Wu Fengwan passed away on April 9, 2005. This incident lasted for 20 days and ended in tragedy. Other family members thought that the power on Wu Fengwan had been eliminated after she passed away. They abandoned Wu Fengjuan's body at the hospital entrance and then fled to a relative's house, claiming to avoid further influence. The whole incident was full of mystery and confusion, and the police finally failed to give a satisfactory explanation. The cause of Wu Fengjuan's death was determined to be organ failure, and the other members of the Wu family were not punished by the law. Later, experts analyzed that this incident may have been caused by the family's collective psychological problems. Of course, there are all kinds of public analyses, but these are just guesses. Well, see you for the next story.